National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. A new era begins here in Indy as the Jags and Colts are underway to begin the new season. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Hey, run!
They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. So this, a great matchup here in Indy. You get a divisional game right out of the gate. But Charles, what do you see in store for these two teams in 2023?
Indianapolis trying to get themselves reestablished as a playoff team, but they've kind of hit the reset button a little bit. While Jacksonville, coming off of a big finish in 2022, they believe they're the team to beat in the AFC South.
So the screen good for only two. Now it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Lawrence. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at the 31.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Check that, street. Go.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Ready.
Richardson, shotgun on third down. Firing, and Julio Jones has it on the slant. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Richardson out of the shotgun. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when we see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all. Right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Lawrence changing the play. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the counter, Etienne. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Lawrence to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Jags first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Now Lawrence shoves him aside. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Trucks over him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hurt, hurt. Ready, ready.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Come back, team. Come back, team. 70, Timberwolves.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? Drop 60, drop 60. Craft all 80.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Alurican. And the Jags are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Right there.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And Gay knocks this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan
It's a new
Coachman
season,
at our
so
EA
both
Sports
these coaching
halftime
staffs
report.
likely
Coach.
making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week one, we go back to Brandon in charge.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Okay, ready?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Check mash, check mash.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Shoves him aside, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On second down, it's Taylor. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Richardson looking to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
Touchdown! Mo Alley Cox, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
He's got it at the 2. And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Richardson to throw off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Richardson now on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. Taking it right down Broadway. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 59 yards. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Richardson looking to throw this. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
19 Lions.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mustang 19.
Now Richardson. This one completes Alec Pierce. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Off play action, Richardson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 28 yards. And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Hey, Lion!
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Lawrence now going to move him around.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Colts' 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Right open. There we go.
They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30. And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Hey, kill.
They go play action now. Lawrence under pressure, and they got to him again. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Photo run show Fatukasi there on the tackle. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Ready? 60 Bobcat. 7 Pirates. Ready?
Richardson on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. The toss here completed to Pittman. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
32-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Trap 60.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to the air with Richardson. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
16.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Richards into the air on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.